but of all the ways to hell which the feet of deluded mortals tread, that of the intemperate is the most dreary and terrific. The demand for artificial stimulus to supply the deficiencies of health ailment is like the rage of thirst, and the ravenous demand, famine. It is famine, for artificial excitement has become as essential now to the strength and cheerfulness as simple nutrition once was, but nature taught by habit to require what once she did not need, demands gratification now with decisions inexorable as death, and to most men as irresistible, the denial is living death. The stomach, the head, the heart, and arteries and veins, in every muscle, in every nerve, feel the exhaustion and the restless, unutterable wretchedness which puts out the light of life, and curtains the heavens, and carpets the earth with sackcloth. All these varieties of sinking nature call upon the wretched man with a trumpet tongue to dispel the darkness and raise ebbing tide of life by the application of the cause which produces these woes, and after a momentary alleviation will produce them again with deeper terrors and more urgent importunity, for the repetition at each time renders the darkness deeper and the torments of self-denial more irresistible and intolerable. At length the excitability of nature flags, and the stimulants of a higher power and in greater quantities are required to ruse the impaired energies of life, until at length the whole process of dilatory murder, and worse than purgatorial suffering, having been passed over, the silver cord is loosened, the golden bowl is broken, and the wheel of the cistern stops, and the dust returns to earth as it once was, and the Spirit of God who gave it. These sufferings, however, of animal nature are not to be compared with the moral agonies which convulse the soul. It is an immortal being who sins and suffers, and as his earthly house dissolves, he is approaching the judgment seat. In anticipation of a miserable eternity, he feels his captivity, and in anguish of spirit clanks his chains and cries for help. Conscience thunders, remorse goads, and as the gulf before him, he recoils and trembles and weeps and prays and resolves and promises and reforms and seeks it yet again resolves and weeps and prays and seeks it yet again. Wretched man, he has placed himself in the hands of a giant who never pities and never relaxes his iron gripe. He may struggle, but he is in chains. He may cry for release, but it comes not, and lost may be inscribed upon the doorpost of his dwelling.